there, my funky dudes. How the hell are you? I hope whatever you've been up to today, it's been sunshiny.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discovers. Yes, I do have a lot of makeup on and I'm wearing leopard print. I am in fact gigging. I'm gigging in 45 minutes and I still have to drive there.
So, Professor, would you say it's time for everyone to panic? Yes, I would, Kent.
But I'm determined I'm going to record a video. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering more Sleep Token. But before we get there, it is Metalhead Musings. Today's Metalhead Musings comes from a bit of a sick farker. Bit of a sick farker says, as a nurse, I use music as a tool of memory to reduce unwanted behaviours, as the music strikes a memory that can be relived through the emotion of the memory and memory restored temporarily. This opens the lines of communication and gives rise to the understanding of the individual. Without that music, the memory is lost, but trigger music can have some positive effects. Meanwhile, if you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your man. Win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. The Ace of Spades, the Ace of Spades. Oh, a bit of a sick farker. If you hadn't put such a beautiful Metalhead Musings, I would find you. But you did, so you're quite safe. It's a really beautiful one that he left on the Distillers video when I was talking about the fact that I think there's just this huge connection between memory and music, and how a lot of people have told me before with scientific sources that smell is very heavily connected to memory. But I don't know, I hear songs sometimes that I haven't heard in like 15 years and I'm immediately transported back to that moment, and it's fascinating, it really is. And I'm really, really chuffed to hear that stuff like that would be used for people with dementia. What a fabulous way to try and reconnect with someone who might feel so far away all the time. It's so beautiful. Thank you, you sick farker. That was a beautiful Metalhead musing. If you ever do Ace of Spades at me again, I will find you and burn your house to the ground. For legal reasons, I will not burn your house to the ground. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we are doing another Sleep Token. Ooh. We of course have been working our way through the album Take Me Back to Eden, and it now is the turn of Vore. We're not even going to mess around with Rosie. We're going to get straight to it. And not just because I'm running out of time before I have to drive to my gig. Let's do it. This is Sleep Token with Vore. Boop. I've been so excited for this. So much distortion. The distortion. See, Vessel's got this very beautiful melodic voice when he's doing the very la la. It's probably more for falsetto for him. It's probably the studio is boosted, whatever it is that's going on. We definitely have to do some live stuff at some point for Sleep Token. I need to hear this done live. But the distortion on that is heavy. On his voice, not the instruments. I think that's the most distorted I've heard so far because, of course, last time we did Sleep Token, because we're working our way through the album, we did Aqua Regia, and that had the most beautiful chords in it. Some really beautiful jazz chords in it. And I felt so conflicted about it because I thought, well, am I just enjoying this because they're doing something that I love in jazz? Is it an actually good song? But I played it again and then I heard it again or watched it again when Levi watched the video. And I was like, no, I absolutely do. It's a great song. It's a great song. I am being balanced. It's not just that I heard jazz chords and I couldn't fucking function. This is obviously the antidote to Aqua Regia then. Aqua Regia was very lilting and it was very vulnerable and a bit rounder and softer, whereas this is very much like pure floods of distortion and fury, but still has some of that wonderful mixed falsetto-y la, 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 mixed in with it. So good, so fucking good. Checking my watch. Jesus, I'm going to be so late. If this was the song for the rest of it, I'm completely okay with that. Let's keep going. I also don't know who this Dark Souls character is. A fade out? A fade out? Okay. Okay. I don't know how I feel about fade outs. So many of the songs that I listened to as a kid that was a lot of 60s soul had fade outs on them. They just did. There's so many reasons for these things, but I didn't really start to get irked by them until I got a bit older. Do I hate this fade out? Probably just because it's like, I wanted something else more. I just want more, that's my issue. The distorted vocals were really fabulous on this. Far more distorted than I don't think I've ever heard Vessel sing, which is impressive because he's already sang quite distorted stuff before. The other thing as well is between the little quieter section, the one thing I think Sleep Token are really, really good at is subverting your expectations around harmony. Again, I don't think there's anything they're doing that is like wildly out of place, but so often it's almost like they play a particular progression for a while until you're comfortable with it. They take you to a new section that of course the chords are related to, and then they'll play that part to you, and then of course you'll expect a vibe from the context you have, but they'll slip something else in there that's not quite of the key and not quite of what you expected. And that's cool as shit. That is cool as shit. It's my favourite thing. When I listen to music, it's harder for me because I am a musician and I do perform a lot and I do listen to a lot of music. Of course I do. I'm sure some of you out there will be the same because you do listen to a lot of music, but I can usually guess, as an improviser as well, the next chord coming. I can usually guess the next sound coming. I can usually guess what vibe is going to be. And if I guess and I get it wrong, it's my favourite moment. If I guess and something fabulous happens, that's so cool. Yeah, I liked Vore. It's not my favourite, but it makes total sense on the album to have had that after having things like Aqua Regia. I really have to look into these statues. I need to know. That one kind of looked like Medusa. And don't even get me started on women as monsters. Oh, I love women as monsters. What did you guys think of Vore? Is this a symptom of things to come for the rest of the album? I'm very excited for the rest of the album. What do you guys think about how this sits in the rest of the songs? Is it one of your favourites? Is it one of your least favourites? Is it kind of in the middle? Of course, let me know in the comment section. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you again to all of you out there for commenting, being a bunch of sexy whores. Don't forget to subscribe, or, you know, I hope that you embarrassingly fall over a dog in public in front of someone you fancy. Until next time, my dudes, don't burn out, fade away.